A Tuesday night apartment fire in Scottsbluff injures one and displaces others. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, one person was injured and several others displaced by a fire at a Scottsbluff apartment building Tuesday night. Scottsbluff fire was called to 320 East 14th Street around 8:45 p.m. and on arrival found Scottsbluff police evacuating residents, including one person from the apartment where the fire started, who was taken to Regional West for treatment of smoke inhalation and is currently in stable condition. Officials say they encountered heavy fire on entry, and with the assistance of Caring Fire and more Scottsbluff firefighters called in with a second alarm, knocked down the flames in about 10 minutes, keeping the fire confined to a single apartment. Fire Prevention Officer Chris Perales Jr. says the fire started in a bedroom, possibly due to smoking materials, and the investigation found several of the apartments with inoperative smoke detectors due to removal of batteries. Firefighter Ministry provided immediate assistance to two of the residents, while others said they had local resources to help meet their shelter, food, and clothing needs. Additional resources on scene included NPPD, Regional West EMS, and Black Hills Energy. Well, the city of Bridgeport is looking to fill an open spot on the city council. According to public notice, the vacancy is due to the resignation of Angela Klinger. Any qualified registered voter that's interested in filling the spot can submit a letter of interest at city offices on Main Street. The open seat has a term expiring in December of 2026, and naming a successor is on the agenda for the Bridgeport City Council's regular meeting scheduled for April 10th. We'll have more news right after this.
Whether you're gardening, searching for the perfect vacation home, or planning your next travel destination, your life is just as unique. Your Raymond James financial advisors, Jody Rosiska and Kevin Figg, get to know you, your passions, and your vision for the future, so you can live your life. That's life well planned.
Welcome back. Formal charges have been filed against the man who led authorities on a high-speed pursuit, which resulted in a standoff late last week in Scottsbluff County. On Monday afternoon, 21-year-old Tyrese Monroe was arraigned on charges of fugitive in possession of a firearm, operating a motor vehicle to avoid arrest, and willful reckless driving. The arrest affidavit says Monroe was pulled over late Thursday for speeding on Lake Minnetonka Road and ended up fleeing at a high rate of speed. Monroe ultimately drove to a residence where his fiancée was and barricaded himself inside for nearly 2 hours before surrendering. A search of the residence afterwards led to the discovery of a shotgun and handgun. During Monday's arraignment, bond was lowered from $1 million to $200,000 with a 10% provision, and an April 11th preliminary hearing was scheduled for 2:15 p.m. Well, a 39-year-old Scottsbluff man facing a pair of felony charges stemming from an October assault is set to stand trial in district court this month. Thomas Mendoza has pleaded not guilty to charges of first-degree assault and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony. Court documents say Mendoza used a metal pipe in an assault that caused the victim to be transported to the emergency room for possible broken bones in their arm. A one-day trial has been tentatively set for April 23rd, and Leo Jobrovony will be the presiding judge in this case. And people living within Morrill city limits may be able to soon have backyard flocks of chickens. The matter was discussed at length during the March Village Board meeting. People in favor of the measure said an ordinance would allow the issue to be enforceable if trouble arose, while opponents thought allowing chickens would be more of a nuisance for the community rather than a benefit. Board Chairman Neil Hart directed the village attorney to draft an ordinance, which will be discussed again at the April 8th meeting.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
For this week's featured Pet of the Week, we meet Mizton, a 3-year-old domestic short hair that's been at the Panhandle Humane Society for exactly 1 month now. Staff says he is fun and has a little attitude. He's not fond of other kitties, so it's best he goes to a house where he is the only one. His adoption cost is just $50, and that includes his neuter, microchipping, and all vaccinations. To meet Mizton or any of the cats and dogs available for adoption, you can head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society daily from 1 to 4.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Military, first responders, teachers, Renewal by Anderson is offering a heartfelt thank you with its first ever appreciation sale. 20% off every window and door, no money down, no interest, and no payments for 18 months. Plus an additional 9% off if purchased on the initial consultation. That's 29% off. Military, first responders, teachers, this is a limited time offer, so do not wait. Please book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, the city of Scottsbluff has announced it will host its annual Easter egg hunt later this month at the Lander Soccer Complex. The Parks and Recreation Department, along with the Park, Cemetery, and Tree Board, will be hosting the free event Saturday, April 12th at 11 a.m. More than 20,000 eggs will be filled with candy and treats, ensuring all kids will go home with a basket full of goodies. Each hunt will be in a separate area on the championship fields for the different age groups of 2 to 3-year-olds, 4 to 5-year-olds, 6 to 8-year-olds, and 9 to 11-year-olds. The Easter Bunny will also be making an appearance for children to meet and take pictures with. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.